We start here tonight. SACP General Secretary Hloni Mtimkulu says he's worried about the leadership of some senior police officers and officials. He says it seems like some of them are involved in crime, as gangsters are seldom arrested. Mtimkulu was speaking at the party's Red October campaign aimed at addressing the rising cost of living and also crime levels.
I'm worried about this layer of leadership of the generals in our police system. I want them to come out and say, these are our strategies, and government is unable to fund them, so that we work with them to force government to fund their strategies to fight crime. If I were to be a layman, doing a layman analysis or lumpen analysis of the crisis that we face, one will believe that even the police generals and others are involved in criminal activities. That's why the gangsters can do as they wish. They can never be arrested. Because leadership in this regard of the police services should be able to have the abilities even to divert and refocus resources to tackle the crisis that communities are facing. We can't continue to have excuses all around.
Now, the IFP is trying to recapture the imagination of South African voters, and it's targeting Gauteng as one of the ways to do this. The party is looking to grow its voter base in the province from about 46,000 back in 2019 to 100,000 during next year's elections. But how does it plan to regain relevance without most of its influential leaders? eNCA reporter Hloni Mtimkulu was at the party's memorial for IFP founder Post-Buthelezi and filed this report.
The IFP is in full 2024 mode, saying it is ready to contest the next general election.
Today, really, the party leadership is here to remember and of course to then take the party forward is to ensure that the party readies itself for 2024, and so we are quite confident that the president today, amongst others, will be putting forth a roadmap of what the party intends on doing. So.
The party has seen generally dwindling fortunes since 1994, losing its provincial grip over stronghold KwaZulu-Natal to the ANC and some of its influence at national level. Talk about survival without its founding leader, Prince Post-Buthelezi, made its way to the Gauteng Memorial Service. The organization's administration is confident that the 48-year-old structure can live on in the post-Buthelezi era.
Oh, well, there were many predictions from the doomsayers that after the demise of the Prince Post-Buthelezi, then that's the end of the IFP. And they even create stories. Therefore, we want to reassure South Africans that we have seen what has happened with other parties. We know what not to do. That's why we're emphasizing that as the party will survive. And the transition has happened from 2006, if you know very well. That's when it started, and it culminated in 2019 when the Prince stepped down as the president.
The party will be hoping it can turn the hundreds who gathered at Mofolo Park for the memorial service into votes. Despite the ambitious goal of taking over Gauteng next year, the IFP simply doesn't have the numbers to do this.
As a coalition charter, we want to give a fresh start in Gauteng, give people of Gauteng a new beginning, a new realization of their dreams, which hopes are no longer there in the ruling party. So now on the question how, we're going to be meeting people face to face, talking to them, not through podiums like this, but engaging them on a door-to-door campaign, township to township, district to district campaign, to mobilize them that next year it's enough, use your vote, remove a failed one and put in a new one.
The IFP will hold an extended national council on the 22nd of this month to pave the way for December's National Policy Conference. Hloni Mtimkulu, Soweto.